Phone's about to die. Phone's about to die, guys. Phone's about to die. What's my hat? Two. 3, 4, 5. Traya. Charge my phone. I gotta charge the phone. Phone's about to die. What's up? Let's chat. Top chat. W's in the chat. W's in the chat. W's in the chat. W's in the chat. Hi. Hello. Sarah. What do you do, Sarah? What's up? Talk to me, guys. Say something. Let's have a conversation. Brittany, what's up? Opposite, what's up? How we doing out here, man? How we doing? Brittany, what's up? What's up? Talk to me. Let's talk something. Let's talk business. Let's talk health. Let's talk wealth. Let's talk. Ask me any question you like, and I'll answer it to the best of my abilities. What's up, Sandra? Sandra. Sandra, ask me a question. Whatever question you got, I'll answer it to the best of my abilities. Any of you guys. If it's real estate, I can help you out with real estate. If it's investing, I could talk about investing, relationship, health, wealth, faith, right? There's a lot of things. Well, you guys asked me a question, but what I'm going to start talking about, I'm going to talk about the 5 pillars. Yes, Brittany, I do play video games here and there. I play Fortnite. Some of my guys, I play Call of Duty. I play GTA. What about you? I do play video games though. But guys, there's 5 main pillars that you have to focus on. The first pillar is health. But if your health's not in check, I was watching a video and they were saying a guy who smokes cigarette, drinks alcohol, but he works out is gonna last longer. He's gonna stay alive longer than someone that doesn't do any of those things, doesn't drink, doesn't smoke, and doesn't work out, right? So working out is so crucial. If you just work out every single day, you'll live longer than a person who doesn't work out, right? And you could be drinking, smoking, doing all that stuff, but you're still gonna live longer. So, and what happens is when you're healthy and when you're, physically active, you make more money, right? So that's one thing. Um, that's health. Wealth. Yeah, first you gotta do health. You gotta focus on the health first before you focus on the wealth, right? The wealth comes once you're active, once you're feeling good, right? So, I've accomplished a few things in my life. I accomplished buying my supercar, my dream car, my dream house, right? I have a seven-figure real estate business. Yes, I do live in the United States. Yeah, you play Roblox, Minecraft, and Fortnite. Nice. Let's connect. You know, you can find me on Instagram at I Hustle. I Hustle Bro. So if you want to take a look at my content and if you want to message me, feel free to message me there, and then I can send you over my username and we could connect, play a few games and whatnot. But Sandra, yes, I do live in the United States. I am in Chicago, Illinois. What about yourself? You don't have Instagram, Facebook, TikTok? If you have TikTok, I'm on TikTok too. I hustle. I hustle, bro. Sandra, where are you in the US? We should connect though, Sandra. If you're in the United States, we should most definitely connect. Awesome. Oh, you live in Texas? Or you just texted me? I don't know. Texas? Nice, nice. California. That's awesome. California is good. Sandra, did you text me or it says texted? Or did you mean Texas? You texted me? All right, let's see. Where on Instagram? Texas. Nice, nice. That's awesome. Yeah, so, you know, health, then you got the wealth, and then faith. I kid you not, you need to get close to God. Doesn't matter what religion you are, doesn't matter if you're Christian, if you're Buddhist, if you're Hindu, if you're Muslim like me, right? Doesn't matter what religion you are, you got to get close to God, right? Every single day, do a little prayer, put your hands in the sky, and ask whatever you want, right? So, what I used to ask, I used to have a vision board, right? I used to have a Lamborghini in there, I used to have a multi-million dollar house, airplane, and I used to ask God, God, help me educate me, right? Help my business so that way I could afford these things. Yeah, it was materialistic things. Some of you guys have different goals, right? You might want a house for your family. You guys want better life for your kids, better life, you want a better relationship, or you want to get into a relationship, whatever the case may be, right? You got to ask God for it. And God will make a way. He will open a door for you and he will show you if it's good for you, then he'll show you it's good for you and he'll help you out with that. But if it's bad for you, then he won't even give it to you, right? Which is it's a good thing, right? So you got the health, you got the wealth, you got the faith, relationships with your family, with your spouse, with your friends, with your colleagues, with your brothers. You got to build that as well. You got to build your relationships with your loved ones and people around you, your neighbors, right? I kid you not, if you're building good relationships and people has to have good things to say about you, then it just helps you as a person, right? Helps you, it just good things come out from it, and you just put it on the universe. My brother is 6 years old. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. I have a younger brother as well. My brother is, or he's not six, but he's 20. One's 27, one's 22, and one's 21. I got three younger brothers. But the thing is, that's great. You know why? You have a 6-year-old brother, build a good relationship with him, right? You're giving more time, right? So that way, what's gonna happen? And once he gets older, dude, that brother's gonna die for you, right? He'll do anything for you. Like, that's my sister. You gotta build that relationship. But if you don't really take care of him, and what I mean by taking care of, being around him, showing him things, okay, you're 8. That's perfect, right? Even at that age, 8 years old, right? You should then it's good, and you guys should be hanging out. But this is awesome. You have a head start. If you're 8 years old, this is a huge head start for you, right? Because at 8 years old, I didn't have any understanding or any idea of what to do and how to get a Lamborghini, how to get my dream house, how to get anything. So you already have a head start. That's great. So, you know, you got the health, the wealth, the relationship, the faith. I'm healthier and I eat a lot of fruits. That's awesome. Oh, you're 10. That's nice. Yeah, I'm 29. So we got a young crowd here. But that's great. We're teaching them young. We're teaching you guys young. I wish when I was younger someone told me about all this stuff. I had to learn it on my own. I'm on YouTube Live. So what's the last one? Health, wealth, faith, relationship. I forgot the last one. What was it? Mindset, right? Mindset. So you always gotta be reading as a young people here. You got to be reading. You got to be educating yourself because education is the foundation, right? So always be educating yourself. It's a great way to, you know, elevate your mind and elevate everything else. You have two sisters, nice. So yeah, I got three younger brothers. And yeah, they're all growing up though. I remember when we used to be 10, 12, 15. But time goes on and now everybody is much older than that. So how do I bring someone on? Let's see. Green screen. Do green screen. Nice. That's me with all the checks. See all these checks? Cashing checks, snapping necks. That's my Lambo. That's me again. My Lambo. Put on the universe. This is the plane that I want to buy. I'm buying a statue of it first, and then eventually I'm gonna buy the real thing. Vision board. You gotta make sure you have a vision. Make sure you have your vision board. How much does it cost? How much it cost? I think it's 25 million.